And good afternoon, and welcome to wonderful Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville, Minnesota, for the quarterfinal matchup in Class B amateur baseball. We are finishing a suspended game from yesterday featuring the Dundas Dukes and Blaine Fusion. We are currently in the bottom of the fifth inning. If I get all of my information correct from yesterday's game, bases should be loaded for Blaine with one out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Winner of this matchup will face the Miesville Mud Hens on Friday evening, 6 o'clock, right here at Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville. Thanks for joining us on NSPN, Neighborhood Sports Network. Appreciate you guys joining us for the resumption of this ball game. Another quick shout out to all the volunteers involved at all three locations. Specifically, in what I'm seeing here, it's absolutely amazing that they were able to get this field ready and looking in the condition that it was in. Based on some of the photos that I saw here last night and the amount of rain that they got here, just an enormous shout out to the volunteers from Miesville and the Miesville community, from ticket takers to concession stands, to public address announcing, scoreboard operators, cooks on the grill, team hosts, just everybody at every site. Thank you for running a wonderful Class B and Class C tournament. But just from my perspective and coming down here and seeing what this field looked like last night, incredible shout out to the grounds crew here at Miesville. Umpires are going over the ground rules, making sure that everything is lined up and where it should be from the suspension of yesterday's game. If we do have some errors, please give a little bit of grace, because not all the information may have been passed along in terms of where the game should have been from yesterday. I believe we are accurate with the bottom of the fifth inning. Blaine leading 6-4, bases loaded, one out. We will see once they put players on the field. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us on NSPN and the Class B State Championship Tournament.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Thanks for rejoining us on NSPN, Neighborhood Sports Network. Appreciate you taking some time out of your Sunday afternoon to watch some great amateur baseball in Minnesota. We currently have three of the final four set for Class B, that being Rochester, Champlain Park, and Miesville. The winner of this ball game will take on Miesville on Friday night. I have not seen updated brackets, so I apologize that I can't give you exact times and locations for the Rochester Champlain Park game on Friday. I believe it will be the late game here at Miesville, but the website is not quite updated with the exact information yet. It looks like we are about ready to resume. Lineups are all set from yesterday. I do have the lineup cards from the umpires, so I've confirmed who is in the lineup. I just want to make sure that we are accurate as to where we left off yesterday's game. According to my book here, and what I've seen in the fifth inning, Travis Conarea, the catcher, led off with a single. Braden Bankston, the 9-hole hitter, sacrificed him over. Mikey Gottschalk came up with a single, and he went to second, but the book doesn't tell me what Marcus Reaver did. I'm assuming he got a hit, and he's at first base, but I'm not seeing that number accurately reflected on the scoreboard for the total number of hits for Blaine. But according to what information I've been given, Conarea should be at third, Gottschalk at second, and Reaver at first, with the first baseman Chris Olson coming up to bat for Blaine. Dundas takes the field, and pitching for the Dukes. Well, this is the one time that they gave me the incorrect information. Let me pull up their info here. They had Davis Bryan on the mound according to the lineup that they turned in. Correction. Todd Matheson on the mound. But looks like this is Ryan Bell. And I believe Harinsik, who started, well, it does say that he's pitching, but that's not accurate. Well, never a perfect world, correct? Just give me a moment here. I'm going to go through and double check what I've got here, because this shows me Ryan Bell on the mound. I'm guessing Harinsik is at second base, but that is not accurate either. He is over at shortstop, and that means Miesville is probably at second base. And that looks to be the case. So I think we've got our completed lineup set. Kyle Harinsik, shortstop. Miesville. Okay, it looks like we have Conarea is not at third base, so
Number 2, first baseman, Chris Olson.
he might have been stranded there. I wish I had all the information from yesterday, but I don't, unfortunately. Thanks for being flexible. We have 2 outs here in the inning. I'm guessing Conarea must have been out at third base, so Olson will lead off with 2 outs, and then on first and second here in the bottom of the 5th. And Bell with the set. Fastball over for a strike to start the resumption of this ball game. Got about half a game to go here, folks. Big one here to get themselves into the Final Four of the Class B state tournament. Fast change up, pull the string a little bit, and it's quickly 0-2 to Olson. Bell with the set and the 0-2 pitch. Change up and strike 3. Comes in 3 pitches, retires the side. We head to the 6th inning with the score: Blaine 6, Dundas 4. Thank you for joining us on Prep Spotlight. Correction, NSBN, Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
And thanks for joining us back at Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville. We head to the top of the 6th inning, now pitching for Blaine, number 10, Zach Rustad. And we will lead off the top of the 6th inning with Kyle Harinsik, Hayden Lanou, and Mike Ludwig for the Dukes. Harinsik, 1 for 2 with a triple and a ground out. Lanou, a home run and a strikeout, and Ludwig, a double and a ground out. As stated earlier, the winner of this game will head to Friday evening here at Miesville to take on the Miesville Mud Hens. Miesville had a couple 10-run ball games to get to the Final Four. All right, or NSPN will cover all of these amateur baseball games in Class B and C. Please make sure you tune in. All right, we're ready to start the top of the sixth with the shortstop, Hrinsick.
At bat for the Dundas Dukes, number 45, shortstop, Kyle Hernser.
Well, my apologies. Hernser is how you pronounce that name. Should probably know that, but unfortunately I did not. My apologies. Set. Breaking ball up and away for ball one. Set. Fastball away, 2-0. 4-7-0 for the Dukes, 6-11-1 for the Fusion. 2-0 pitch to Hernser. Breaking ball over for a strike, making count 2-1. Nobody out here, top of the sixth inning. Fastball over, evening the count at 2. Both pitchers coming on, thrown out of the stretch. Obviously, Bell had to with runners on first and second. But Rustad coming in, thrown out of the stretch immediately. 2-2 pitch away. Brings the count full. Nobody out here in the sixth. 6-4 Fusion. Blaine scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Dundas 1 in the first, 3 in the second. Nothing since for either squad. Payoff pitch, fouled away. That ball might as well go into the batting practice bucket. Off the metal railing here, and I'm sure it's got a nice dent or a cut, a wedge taken out of it. And the set, 3-2 pitch again. Fastball away for a walk. Patient at bat there for Hernser. Brings up Hayden Lanou, the left fielder. 2-run shot in the second inning and a strikeout in the third. Got 2 RBIs on the day. Left-handed hitting left fielder for the Dukes. Pardon the wind that may be whistling through the headset here. It is a little windy here at the top of the bleachers at Jack Ruhr Field. Set and the pitch. Curveball just off the plate, ball one. And a strike on the black. Good fastball painted there by Rustad. Evens the count at 1. Nobody out here. Top of the sixth inning. Set and the pitch. Breaking ball over for a strike. I believe we've got the bus from one of the squads that'll be finishing up their game after this one concludes. Stay with us here on NSPN for that ball game as well. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball over, ground ball to second base, could be 2. Out at second, turned and out at first. Great double play there by the Fusion. Bring up the third baseman, Mike Ludwig.
Number 30, third baseman, Mike Ludwig.
Ludwig with a double in the second and a ground out in the third, 1 for 2 with a run scored for the Dukes. Tell you the one thing over the years that you see out of Dundas, they never have a lack of size. They've got some horses on that squad every year, year in and year out. Curveball. Check with the first base umpire. He said no. Ball one. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Breaking ball off the plate, 2-0. Ludwig looks to be about 6'4", 6'5". Don't often see that size for infielder on that side of the infield. Breaking ball fouled away. 2-1 to Ludwig. 2 outs here, top of the 6th inning. Winner faces the Miesville Mud Hens Friday night here at the Jack. 6 p.m. ball game for that game. 6 p.m. start. Gonna have to get down here early, folks. Might be a 3 p.m. Dinner reservation at King's, who knows, or Dan's. 2-1 pitch. Driven to left field, but right at the Fusion left fielder to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we head to the bottom of the 6th with your score. Blaine Fusion 4, Dundas Dukes. Correction, Blaine Fusion 6, Dundas Dukes 4. Thanks for joining us on NSPN.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Welcome back to Jack Ruhr Field. Bottom of the 6th inning in this final Class B quarterfinal matchup. Dundas Dukes, Blaine Fusion. And for Blaine in the 6th, it'll be Pat Reaver, Joram Homry, and Zach Etter. Reaver has walked, doubled, and grounded out, so 1 for 2 on the day officially. Got a run scored and 2 RBIs on the day. Correction, in the game, not on the day. This is a game that has taken place over the course of 2 days with last night's weather here in the southeast portion of the Twin Cities. Swing and a miss by Reaver, 0-1. Bell came on, struck out the only batter he faced in the 5th. 1-1. The count to Reaver, Blaine center fielder. Fastball taken for strike on the outside half of the plate. 1-2 the count. Interestingly enough, Homry, who's on deck here, I've seen him a number of times this year, and he's got the football look with the pants above the knee. It's kind of the new trend, I guess. Took infield, outfield without his stirrups on, and he's got black tights on underneath and kind of look like an outside linebacker. Fastball away. Brings the count full. Nobody out here, bottom of the 6th. Maybe he looks like the Vikings' new punter. He's a big boy all in his own right. Reaver draws a walk to open up the bottom of the 6th inning. Homry comes up to the plate, singled in the 1st and was stranded. Hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th. 1 for 3 officially. Header, the DH on deck. Do not see Ryan Sutterer here for the Fusion. Sutterer had a 2-home run game in their last ball game. Fastball taken for a strike for Hamre to start out the at-bat. Quickly down 0-1. Throw over to first. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 6th inning. 4th and final quarterfinal game in Class B. Ooh, leaning a little bit there was Reaver, but able to get back in. Wouldn't be surprised here if Bell just holds the ball for a little bit and see what Reavers does here. The kick and the stretch, he's not going. Curveball taken for a ball, down and in. Evens the count at 1. You hear the bus backing up behind us here. Pardon that extra noise. Curveball down in the dirt. Reaver does not advance. Good block there. Wadzinski kept the runner stranded at or standing at first base there. Good job defensively by the Dundas Dukes catcher. 2-1 count to Hamre. Driven to right field for a single. Reaver heading to third. Throw comes in, and it's, well, they attempted to cut it off. Just kind of knocked it down. So Reaver goes first to third on Hamre's single. That'll bring up Zach Eder, the DH.
Number 3, first base, Zach Eder.
Well, it sounds like Eder is playing first base now. We'll have to correct ourselves defensively. It's impossible to see the numbers from here. Eder with a fielder's choice in the first, and followed by a single in the second and single in the fourth. So 2 for 3 on the game. Fastball in, ball 1. Have to figure out Olson listed on their lineup card as the first baseman, but obviously he's playing somewhere else. I'm going to have to go through here and figure this out. Fastball driven to left field and down, and that'll score a run for the Fusion. Making it 7-4.
Number 21, right fielder, Tom Druck.
Second hit of the inning for the Fusion. Brings up the right fielder, Tom Druck. 0 for 3 on the day, ground out, 2 flyouts. And it looks like Bell will be removed from the ball game. We're going to take a quick break here. I'll get you that new pitcher for the Dukes after we come back from this break. Thanks for joining us on Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Welcome back to Jack Ruhr Field. We've got a new pitcher here for the Dukes. No stranger to today's lineup card. Actually started the game at second base, and they Tyler Jones DH for Todd Matheson, the starting second baseman. Now Matheson will re-enter the game, but he's going to re-enter the game on the mound. So we've got nobody out here in the bottom of the bottom of the sixth inning. My apologies. 1 run across for the Fusion. 2 hits have brought in that 1 run. Druck coming to the plate, 0 for 3 on the day to face Matheson. First and second, nobody out here for the Fusion.
Todd Matheson.
Druck, today's right fielder for Blaine. Fastball taken for a strike. Ground ball to short, could be two. Out at second. Unable to get the runner at first to complete the double play. Fielder's choice. Etter out at second for the first out of the inning. Hamre advances to third. That'll bring up catcher Travis Conarea. 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out in the first, struck out in the third, and singled in the fifth inning. Seen Conarea catch a few games this year, and he is a definition of a dirty catcher. I'm telling you, this kid busts his butt, hustles all the time, and usually by the first inning every game he is dirty as can be. Takes a curveball for strike one.
I got AAA. I should have called.
Matheson with the set and a throw over to first. Gets back in. Van Rokel with the snap tag there and was looking for the call, but got back in there. Did Druck. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, now he's got him. Now he's picked. And he's out at first base, and they've got Hamre off a third as well. This could be a huge way to get out of this inning for Blaine, or for the Dukes, and they do. 1-3 on the pickoff. I'm not going to give you the numbers that got Hamre out of there, but let's just say it was a rundown. About 5 throws there, but big couple of outs there to get the Dukes out of the inning. We head to the 7th. Your score, Blaine Fusion 4, Dundas Dukes, Blaine Fusion 7, Dundas Dukes 4. We'll be back on NSPN.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Back to Jack Ruhr Field. Just want to clarify defensively for Blaine. Our public address announcer, I think, was looking at their lineup card and saw Zach Etter wearing uniform number 3, and he stated that he was the first baseman. He remains as a designated hitter, and Chris Olson remains at first base for the Fusion. For the Dukes here in the 7th. Leading off the inning will be the designated hitter, Tyler Jones. 0 for 2 on the day, a couple of ground outs. And I've said it again, it's not on the day because this game started yesterday. 0 for 2 on the ball game. Set and a pitch. Fastball down and away for ball 1. Great job by all 3 sites getting these fields ready. Being patient with the weather that we have had to deal with here on the south and the southeast part of the Twin Cities area. They've done a bang-up job getting these fields ready, though. Breaking ball just down. 2-0 here to Jones. Nobody out here, top of the 7th inning for the Dukes. Dukes looking to get back in this ball game. Pitch, Fastball away. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. 3-1. Set and the pitch. Fastball pops straight up. Middle of the infield. And Rustad, staking claim to his pile of dirt out there, makes a catch to start the inning.
Second base, Garrett Mehofer.
Head back to the top of the order for the Dukes. The second baseman, Garrett Mehofer. Grounded out in the first, singled in the second, and lined out to second in the fourth. 1 for 3 on the ball game. Curveball, grounded foul outside of third base. 0-1 to the Duke's second baseman. Started the game at shortstop. Hernser moved over after coming off the mound. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. We're in the top of the seventh here, folks. 1 out in the fourth and final quarterfinal game for Class B amateur baseball in the state of Minnesota. Curveball taken for strike 1 and 2. And knockout job by all the members of the MBA board. Dealing with the weather that we had to deal with a couple different times yesterday, getting things set up and situated and trying not to infringe on travel for people has been a great job. And the swing and a miss. Ball, it does touch the ground and thrown over to first for the putout. Out 2 and 3 is Mehofer for the second out of the inning for the Dukes. That'll bring up catcher Patrick Wadzinski. Grounded out in the first.
Number 20, the catcher.
Singled in the second and grounded out in the fourth. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Fastball just off the plate, ball 1. Van Rokel on deck. Set and the pitch. Fastball up. 2-0 here to Wadzinski. Wadzinski fakes a drag bunt there and takes a called first strike. In between innings here, I'm going to stay away from the commercials. We're going to have our camera person pan out and just take a look at probably one of the most beautiful ballparks in amateur baseball in the state of Minnesota. Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville here. Curveball taken outside for a strike, just off the plate. But the grounds crew has done a fantastic job. The field looks great. The complex looks great. The corn looks fantastic beyond the outfield fence. We'll take a look at that here in between innings. 3-1 pitch. Fastball taken for a walk. Brings up the first baseman, Nate Van Rokel. Van Rokel doubled and scored in the first, walked in the second. Grounded out to first base in the fifth. Now we got a little bit of view of the corn just outside of the right center field area there. We'll pan through at the end of the inning to kind of give you a better look at this ballpark. It's absolutely one of the beauties in the state. Set, fastball taken for strike 1. The one thing I got to say here, I've been to a few ball games here this year, and the food is beyond good. Well beyond good. The volunteers here do an incredible job with the food. They do drink a beer or two down here in Miesville. Ball in the dirt, evens count at 1. And now during the state tournament, the last 2 weekends, there's been 1 or 2 beers drank at the ballpark here. A lot of soda, a lot of Gatorade. We've actually got White Claw here at Jack Ruhr Field. Set, curveball taken for a strike, 1-2 to Van Rokel. Duke's first baseman, 2 outs here. 7th inning, top of the 7th. Dundas has got 3 at-bats left. Get back in this ball game. 1-2 pitch. Down low. Evens the count at 2. Appreciate you joining us again on NSPN, Neighborhood Sports Network. Curveball taken outside. Full count here. Payoff pitch. Wadzinski will be off with the pitch. Olson backs off, not holding Wadzinski on. With 2 away, full count. And the payoff pitch. Fastball down and in for a walk. Second walk of the inning. Bring up the right fielder, John Bishop. Bishop singled and an RBI single in the first inning. Lined out to shortstop in the second. Flew out to center field in the 5th. Fusion manager Jamie Heupel out for a visit. I'd like to thank our crew here. We're going to remain unnamed, and there's a reason behind that. But I will say that the guy on the microphone sincerely outpunted his coverage when he picked up this partner for a spouse many, many years ago. As we pan out, take a look at the outfield fence and the corn beyond the outfield fence here in Miesville. Just a beautiful, beautiful place to play ball, beautiful place to watch ball. I've been here a number of times over the years as a player and as a coach and as a fan. It's been a great place to watch baseball be played here in Minnesota. 2 outs here. Bishop at the plate. Curveball taken for a strike. Bishop didn't like that call. Two on, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning here for the Dukes. Set and the pitch. Another curveball taken for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Bishop, a veteran player, been around a long time. Large framed gentleman. Probably has a dinger or 2 on his resume over his years in amateur baseball. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, fouled away.
Remember, return those foul balls to the concession stand for a sweet treat or a cash reward.
As you heard there, the Mud Hens fans offered a cash reward or a sweet treat for the return of a foul ball. These things are valuable, folks. They're about $6 a pop. Still 0-2. 2 on, 2 out, top of 7. Fastball taken on the black for strike 3. Oh, Bishop is not happy with himself there. That ends the inning for the Dukes. In the inning, no runs, no hits. 2 left on, no errors on the Blaine Fusion. As we mentioned, we're gonna just take a quick look out here at Jack Ruhr Field. I know they getting the field ready before the state tournament. They did a great job getting a lot of these signs repainted. Got a nice pop of color there. The corn is up above the height of the outfield fence. You got the beer stew Stein hanging on the light pole out there in left center. The wall and left is actually, if you take a look at it, is about, I'm guessing, 20, 22 feet tall. And that wall, the scoreboard, as well as the advertisement, is all part of the left field fence. It's a shorter left field, about 305 down the line there. Number of balls this weekend off the signs, off the scoreboard, and quite a few over the top of them as well. But those signages out there and the scoreboard have come into play quite a bit over the first 2 weekends of the Class B state tournament. Miesville's field obviously in impeccable shape leading up to the state tournament. I know, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, but I believe the MBA guidelines for a state tournament site are that your infield grass can be no more than an inch long, and your outfield grass can be no more than an inch and a half or 2 inches long. I can't remember exactly what it is, but as usual, Miesville's field is dead on. So we head to the bottom of the 7th here, and for the Fusion, we'll see Travis Conarea. He's going to be still up at the plate with the pickoff to end the inning. Braden Bankston, the left fielder, and then Mikey Gottschalk, the shortstop. I'm going to correct where I'm at here because I think I've been reading the 6th inning the entire time. So, folks, if you stayed along here, thanks for being patient with some of the small errors here that come with grabbing a game in the middle of the game after somebody else has been broadcasting it and appreciate your patience with us on NSPN. Fastball, strike one to start the inning to Conarea. Conarea stranded at home plate with both Druck and Homry being picked off of bases to end the inning. Matheson drops down for ball one. And the umpire getting on the public address announcer here. The music's still playing through the first 2 pitches of the inning. 1-1 count here, bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody on, nobody out. Matheson with the windup and the pitch. Fastball in, 2-1 to the catcher for the Fusion. 1 for 3 on the day. Two 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. Two pitch, curveball, just a bit up. Brings the count full to the Fusion catcher. Good pitch there by Matheson, but umpire figured it might be just a bit high in the strike zone. And the payoff pitch. Fastball fouled away. Into and out of the parking lot here at Jack Ruhr Field. Got some kids running after it for either 50 cents or a nice cold treat. Humidity is a little bit up today. It's probably in the mid-70s, but it's muggy. Fastball, swing, and a miss for Conarea to start the inning. Good pitch there by Matheson. That'll bring up the left fielder, Braden Bankston. Bankston 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to short in the second inning, struck out looking in the third, and had a sacrifice bunt in the fifth inning, so officially 0 for 2 on the day. Fastball right down the plate. 4 strike, 0-1. One away here in the bottom of the 7th. Curveball taken for strike 2. Matheson quickly ahead, working quickly as well. Fouled away, down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. Winner of this game, again, to face the Miesville Mud Hens Friday night right here at Miesville, 6 p.m. That game will be covered by NSPN. Drops down, fastball just above the hands, 1-2. Wind up and the pitch. Fastball on the black. Strike 3 looking. 2 strikeouts to start the inning for Matheson. We head back to the top of the order. And the Blaine shortstop, Mikey Gottschalk. Gottschalk struck out swinging in the first. Singled and scored in the second.
Number 32.
Singled, stole second, and was stranded in the third. And singled and was stranded in the fifth. So 3 for 4 on the day with 3 singles and a run scored. Ball 1 to Gottschalk. If I remember correctly, he is a middle infielder for Minnesota State Mankato. Curveball taken, strike 1. Evens the count. 2 outs here, bottom of 7. Wind up in the pitch. Fastball taken just off the plate on the inside part. Good pitch there by Matheson. Tell you, when he misses, he doesn't miss by much. Right around the plate, changing speeds, mixing his pitches. Doing a nice job here in relief for the Dukes. 2-1 pitch. Curveball driven to the gap in right center. See if that falls, and it does. Gottschalk stretching for second. And he's in, sliding with a double. Good hustle there right out of the box, but Gottschalk with his 4th hit of the day for the Fusion. Probably the leading candidate for player of the game for Blaine, should they hold on and win. Brings up the second baseman, Marcus Reaver. Reaver singled in the first and scored. Hit by pitch in the second and scored. Walked and was stranded, and unfortunately I don't have the full information in his last at bat that came over from the other book from yesterday's ball game, so I don't know how he got on in the 5th, but he was stranded to end the inning. 1 on, 2 out here, bottom of the 7th inning. $4-17-0 for the Dukes, 7-14-1 for the Fusion. Set and the pitch. Fakes a bunt and takes a called strike, 0-1. Gottschalk on that ball to the gap. It wasn't a typical gap shot off the fence type of double. It was a fly ball that fell between the 2 outfielders, but I tell you what, he was hustling right out of the box and stretched that into a double just on pure hustle. Fastball swing and a miss by Reaver. Quickly 0-2 here, 2 outs in the 7th. Set and the pitch. Fastball fouled away, just outside the third base line, in between the bag and Jamie Heupel. Count remains 0-2, 2 out here, bottom of the 7th inning. 7-4 in favor of the Fusion. Final of 4 quarterfinal ball games for Class B in the Minnesota State Tournament. Set and the pitch. Fastball taken for strike 3 to end the 7th inning. Great job that inning by Matheson to strand a runner at second base. For Blaine in the 7th inning, no runs, 1 hit. No Dundas errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the 8th inning. Your score, Blaine Fusion 7, Dundas Dukes 4. Thanks for joining us on NSPN. We'll be back after this break.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think bank. Meet your money.
Such news! everything I ever wanted.
And we're back here at Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville. We head to the 8th inning. Zach Rustad still on the mound for the Fusion. Top of the 8th here for the Dukes. We'll see Carson Jones, Kyle Hernser, and Hayden Lanou. Middle of the order for the Fusion. Blaine's got, or correction, Dundas has got 6 outs remaining. Put at least 3 up on the board, get this game tied or get ahead to continue playing. Jones 0 for 3 on the day, ground out, fly out, and a ground out. Rustad remains on the mound for the Fusion.
I don't want to miss your shot.
Set and the pitch. Just off the plate, ball 1. Good turnout here on a questionable weather day. You know, I think at one point in time we weren't sure what the weather's looking like for the afternoon and into the evening, but so far so good. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 1. Fastball driven high to left field. Looks like an easy play and retired to start the inning. Fly out by Jones. 1 away here. Top of the 8th inning. It brings up Kyle Hernser. Single and scored a run in the 2nd. Grounded out in the 3rd. And walked and was stranded in the 6th inning. So officially 1 for 2 on the day with a run. Hernser, a veteran player for the Dukes. Set. Fouled away, strike 1. Tough pitch to hit there, right on in on the hands, and being that it was either a slider or a curveball, continued to break in on Hernser. Tough pitch to do much with, so I'm sure he's probably wishing he hadn't gone after that one, maybe taken the pitch, but 0-1 here, 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Reminder, winner of this game takes on the Mud Hens of Miesville Friday night here at 6 p.m. Fastball inside on the black for strike 2. Rustad quickly ahead, 0-2. Curveball taken away. Rustad really not wanting to serve up a cookie there on 0-2. Wanted to keep that thing well away from Hernser. Set and the pitch. Fastball over the plate, swing and a miss for the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up the left fielder Hayden Lanou. 2-run homer in the 2nd, strikeout in the 3rd. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 6th. 1 for 3 on the day, a couple RBIs. Facing a left-hander for the first time today. Rustad with the set. Curveball, driven up the middle. Good play by the shortstop. Over to first and retired. 1-2-3 for the Fusion here. Good defensive play there by the shortstop. When we head to the bottom of the 8th, score remains. Blaine Fusion 7, Dundas Dukes 4. Thanks for joining us on NSPN, Neighborhood Sports Network. We'll be back after this break.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think bank. Meet your money.
What news? It's everything I ever wanted.
Welcome back to Jack Ruhr Field. We'll get started here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Reminder, the winner of this ball game will take on Miesville Friday night here at the Jack, as it's called. Miesville, the number 1 seed in the tournament. I believe Rochester is a 2 seed. Rochester and Champlain Park will also play Friday night for a chance to get to the championship game. 3-4-5 here for the Fusion in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading off the first baseman, Chris Olson. Olson, a couple of singles, ground out and a strikeout, 2 for 4 on the day. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors, thanks to all the volunteers, thanks to the fans for coming out. Just amazed at the great support for amateur baseball in Minnesota. There ain't one guy out here that's getting a paycheck to play, so these guys are doing it for the love of the game and for each other, for their communities, so appreciate all the fan support. Fastball taken, 4-ball inside. Appreciate you joining us here on Neighborhood Sports Network. Driven to deep right field, and that one's a no-doubter off the Dome and Construction sign for the first baseman, Chris Olson. Leads off the bottom of the 8th inning with a solo home run for the Fusion. Now they're bribing kids to go out there in the mud and get that home run ball. And there's one out there trying to find it. Probably come in with 15 pounds worth of shoes on its feet. Bring up the center fielder, Pat Reaver. Reaver with a walk, double, ground out, and another walk. Fastball taken for strike 1. Fouled away. 0-2. 8-4 here. Bottom of the 8th inning. Home run by first baseman Chris Olson to start the inning. Fastball just outside. 1-2. Fastball fouled away, down the right field line and out of play. Into the ivy, just away from the Blaine bullpen down there. Behind the MBA board trailer, where the board members confer on everything. Ground ball right back to the mound. Matheson over to first for the first out of the inning. Retired 1-3 is Pat Reaver. That'll bring up Joram Homre. Singled in the first. Fielder's choice in the second. Ground out in the 4th. Got on in the first inning, or correction, in the 6th inning with a single. Made it over to third base on single and a fielder's choice. Druck was on first and was actually picked off first for the second out of the inning. And somehow Homre got stranded a little far on third base and got himself in a rundown himself that ended the inning. So quickly 0-1 here to Homre, following off the first pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, swing and a miss. 0-2 to the Fusion third baseman. Umpire calls time there. Homre stepped in, and Matheson already starting his windup, so I think the umpire wanted to slow things down there. Fastball taken, strike 3. Homre out looking for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Zach Etter.
First baseman, number 3, Zach Etter.
Etter 3 for 4 on the day, 3 singles, and a fielder's choice. Another candidate for player of the game if Blaine holds on. 2 outs here in the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Curveball in for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to the Blaine designated hitter. Fastball up and away. 1-2. Wind up, ground ball up the middle. Good play by the second baseman. And out at first base. Good play up the middle there by Garrett Miesville, correction, to end the inning. But one across for the Fusion, and we head to the 9th inning. Your score, Blaine 8,
At the end of the inning,
Dundas 4.
the score is the
We will be back after this quick break.
Fusion 8, the Dundas Dukes.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think bank. Meet your money.
Back here at Jack Ruhr Field, Miesville, Minnesota. Last chance here for the Dundas Dukes. Down 8-4 here, top of the 9th inning. This is an elimination game, as once teams get to the final 4, then we go back into double elimination. But somebody's season's going to end here today. And for the Dukes, it'll be Ludwig, Jones, and Miesville. 8-9-1. Ludwig with a double and 2 groundouts, 1 for 3, and a run scored. Fastball right down the middle by Rustad. Rustad's done a fantastic job in relief today for the Fusion. Quickly 0-1 here to Ludwig. Fastball driven down the right field line, foul, and out of play. 0-2 to the Dukes' third baseman. 8-9-1, as mentioned prior, Ludwig, Jones, and Miesville, unless there is a pinch hitter here. Oh-2, curveball up and away, 1-2. Again, thanks to all of you for joining us here on NSPN. It's been a great time broadcasting the Class B and C state tournament. Appreciate you joining us. Curveball driven to right field, and will it hang up? And does. F9, start the 9th inning. Bring up the designated hitter, Tyler Jones. Looks like we got a pinch hitter here for the Dukes. Number 1, Drew Sathram.
Designated hitter, number 3, Tyler Jones.
Will pinch hit for Jones. Number 1.
Correction, pinch hitter, number 1, Drew.
Sathram's first at bat of the ball game, pinch hitting for Jones. Curveball taken, strike 1. Like I said, Rustad has done a fantastic job in relief. He's just throwing strikes. He's not getting behind guys. Just doing what you should do when you want to pitch with a lead. Fastball fisted to third base. Picked up, and the second out of the inning is registered. Dukes down to their last out. Head back to the top of the order, and second baseman Garrett Miesville. Miesville 0 for 3 on the day.
Number 32, second baseman Garrett Miesville.
Ooh. Boy, looked like he might have been hit on the fist, but umpire called it off the bat. That's probably a good thing. That might have broken a finger there. Rustad ahead 0-1 on the leadoff hitter for the Dukes. Down to their final out. Last spot in the final four for Class B. Curveball driven to deep center field. But looks like there's room, and caught to finish the ball game. And that'll do it. Congrats to the Blaine Fusion on winning our last quarterfinal in Class B. And they will advance to take on the Miesville Mudhens Friday evening right here at Jack Ruhr Field in Miesville. Please join us then. Please head back on here as we have our final ball game of the night, which will be... my apologies, folks. I got to make sure I know what's coming, but it's a Class C ball game. Avon. And I got to make sure I know who it is. Please be patient with me here. Well, at any rate, you'll have to log into that ball game to watch that game. Please join us on Neighborhood Sports Network, NSBN. I do not have the Class C bracket in front of me. My apologies. But join us here probably in about 35 minutes for the final game. Broadcast here from Miesville today. It's another Class C ball game. But thank you for joining us on Neighborhood Sports Network's NSPN, and we'll see you soon. Signing off from Miesville. Have a great rest of